What's up guys and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to hop on the trend of unpopular K-pop opinions. This trend just doesn't seem to stop, so why not make one myself? I have actually tried to find some of my K-pop opinions that you don't always hear, because I know a lot of these opinions can be repetitive and something you have heard a million times. You don't have to agree of everything, and feel free to comment what you think about these opinions, or your own. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. Also, a little disclaimer. Not all the fan cams have anything to do with what I'm saying. Now let's get to the video. Not all idols are talented. And they do not need to be. Of course we need talent in a group, but not everyone needs to have a lot of talent, especially in the bigger groups. Companies doesn't only debut talented members. They debut members that will make the group more popular. Whether it is their visuals or their personality. If an idol is really funny, for example, that member will probably bring a lot of attention to the group, which will make them more popular, which means more money for the company. Stop complaining about idols not getting to write their own songs. Of course I want the idols to have freedom, but remember that K-pop is a business. The big companies, for example, has some of the best songwriters and producers working for them. They don't want to risk anything, so they usually go with the professionals that they already have. Visuals does matter, and people just need to accept that they will always do. It's the K-pop industry, and K-pop isn't like the Western music industry. Visuals is a part of why K-pop is interesting and aesthetically pleasing to people. It's not only the idols themselves, but also music videos and stuff like that. And don't lie, you probably also started to stan a group because you were drawn to them because of their visuals. That's just how K-pop works, and it will never change. Idols are not always getting sadder or rude, they are just maturing. I see a lot of people calling idols sadder or rude as time goes by. It's normal that they are not as energized and hyped as they were in their debut days. They are getting older, and probably just not as excited as they were in their debut days where everything was new. I have been thinking a lot about if SM will ever debut a new boy group. I mean, they probably will, but not anytime soon. I feel like every boy trainee they have that is ready to debut will just be in NCT. Will all SM boy groups just be different NCT units? Watch Mark in NCT 2060 with his grandkids. Of course, companies only care about your money and not about you. It's a business. An industry. I saw another person say something like this, and I totally agree. If a restaurant add a new thing to their menu, you don't say, they are only doing it for money. Because of course they are. It's the same in the music industry, and just every industry in general. They don't care about you. Stop filming idols sleep, what the fuck? I feel so bad for the idols that they can't sleep without having a cameraman up in their faces. Let them sleep in peace without them having to worry about getting filmed. Give them a fucking break. Know what positions means. Now I'm taking Leah from ITZY as an example. People have been constantly hating on her dancing skills since debut. She is not a bad dancer at all, it's just that when she gets compared to the other members who are extremely talented dancers, she may look a bit more weak. But learn what positions means. She didn't train to be a dancer. She trained to be a singer. She is a main vocalist, not a main dancer. And that goes for all idols who are being hated on for stuff like that. V-Lives are boring, to be honest. I know that V-Lives are here so you can interact with your favs and all, but I just don't have the patience to sit there for hours and watch idols small talk where I'm just sitting there like, do I even need to be here for this? It's probably also more boring if you can't understand what they are saying, which I can't because they mostly speak in Korean. And I just can't sit there and watch them talk where I can't understand anything. If I'm really bored, I watch them sometimes, but mostly only for like 5 minutes and then I leave. I watched them when I started being a K-pop fan out of fear of missing something. That was that obsession phase we probably all had where we were afraid of missing anything. But I always have a life outside of being a K-pop stan, so I have stopped doing that now. You don't have to like and defend everything your faves does. Just because they are your faves doesn't mean you have to like everything they do. It's completely normal, and you don't have to like every comeback, every album, every song, and so on. Not liking everything just shows that they experience with different things and not only make songs that sound exactly the same, which is a good thing. And here is an example. If you say you like every BTS song, album or whatever, and that there is not one thing you don't like or vibe with, it just seems like you want to sugarcoat everything and doesn't want to be critical at all just because they are your faves. And as I said, this was just an example. I mean this with every group. There is nothing wrong with unstanning a group because of the fandom. It's totally a valid reason to unstan a group because of the fandom. A fandom is such a big part of all this. It's one of the amazing things about being a K-pop fan, and fan of anything in general. People have a connection in the fandoms and make a lot of friends, so if you can't vibe with the other fans, it can be hard to stan a group. I did that myself with BTS. I will still call myself a fan because I enjoy some of their music and I like the members themselves. I just couldn't vibe with the fandom, so I am still a fan, just not an army. So it's totally understandable if you have to leave a fandom because of this. Just please don't start to hate on the group itself. That doesn't make you quirky. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you have a great day or night. See you guys next time. Bye.